And last but certainly not least is the closet. Luckily, the acoustics in here are a lot better, so it'll be a lot easier to hear me. There's a lot of mess. It's messy in here, but you know, it's not terrible. It's all contained mess, I guess. These cactus are dead. I was trying to nurse them back to health. They did not make it. So in this one, I've got some lettuce growing. I got some lettuce growing. These are also lettuce seedlings that once they hit a certain point, I'll put into other ones as it goes along. But yeah, in here I've got some seeds that I was given by a coworker. Thanks, Dan. Some pepper seeds that I'm starting out. Not entirely sure what kind they are, but we'll figure it out. Once they get to a certain point, they'll probably go into one of these as well, to move some things around and whatnot, to get everything situated. This is some mint that I have in a little pot for one of my coworkers. This is another mint that I have in another pot for one of my coworkers. Basically, just if anybody wants some plants, let me know, and I will try to get some for you. No guarantees on the time frame though. Because one, I will probably forget about it, and two, it'll probably take me a minute for it to grow big enough for me to think that it's okay to give it to you, that it won't die. So yeah. Anyway, this is a little pepper. One of the first ones that had come up for some reason, came up way before the other ones. So I went out here first. This is a lettuce that seems to be doing a lot better than the other ones. So I picked that one first, but now the other ones are doing better. So I have no idea what's going on. I might need to change out the water. So this water comes from downstairs, and it's filled with all the nutrients and whatnot. And then I bring it up here, put it into these little containers, and then slowly the plants use up all the nutrients, and I got to take the water back out, put it back downstairs, and then fill it up with nutrient-rich water. Just so I'm not wasting water, I don't dump any of the water out. I put it back into the system, and it gets filled back up with nutrients from the fish. Yeah, anyway, so then I've got a tomato here, which actually had come from outside. It was this tomato plant that, for some reason, it died back to this little tiny shoot that was coming up out of the ground, and it would not get bigger than this. So I brought it upstairs, put it in here, and it still won't get any bigger than that. All the other tomato plants that I've had to grow up like super quick, like within a month they'd be like this tall. This one has been up here for probably about 2 months, and that's as big as it's gonna get, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? And then I've got my, what I would consider, giant lemon tree. This is also grown from the same seed, from the same plant that the other seeds were grown from, which I know citrus is usually not grown from seeds, although technically it is grown from seed and grafted onto a wild rootstock, but that's, I guess, if you're growing it outside where it's vulnerable to pests and diseases and whatnot, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not that into growing things, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. There is some sort of deficiency in these leaves. As you can see, they're not the green that they should be. They should be solid green. But as you can see, from the bottom to the top, it gets a lot greener as you go up. So it's actually probably doing better than it used to. So I'm not sure what the deficiency was. I know a lot of things that can cause that are iron deficiencies, magnesium deficiencies, calcium deficiencies, all sorts of things. So who knows what's causing that, or what's solving it. So yeah, anyway, as this one's doing really well. It's hard to gauge by difference, but the other ones outside are probably only this tall. This one's obviously much taller. Gets a lot of light. I have new light bulbs in here. These are actually 400 watt equivalent LED corncob style bulbs. They're really long, so they don't really use this reflector very efficiently, so it kind of just throws light all around the closet. I've been thinking about putting up like a white sheet or something along here to kind of bounce some of the light back that way, but I don't know, we'll see. I could just put some aluminum foil across here and it reflect light back that way. That might be too much light, I don't know, who knows. But they're very efficient. I think they're rated at 45 watts, maybe 40 watts of actual power. And then these ones are like the 150 to 200 watt equivalent that draw like 25 to 30 watts actually. They're LEDs. They're really good. But anyway, keep going along. This is this whole one here is thyme. I've just been, anytime it grows out long enough, I've been putting it into another one to start roots, so I can have a whole new plant. And the idea is to just keep propagating new plants, because the ones outside died. Even though the one I just started from seed should do just fine, there's no reason not to try to keep thyme going, because I love thyme. If you've never cooked with thyme, try it. It'll change your life. I'll give you a recipe. I'll give you a recipe if you ask for one. Some really good, easy thyme chicken or pork. But anyway, and this whole one here is mint. The mint outside died. A squirrel dug through it, and it's sufficiently dead. It died during the summer, and then started coming back during the winter, and a squirrel just recently ripped it all out of the ground. So this is all I have left. Well, that and that and that. Yeah, I recently found a leaf that I had nipped off in some water, and that leaf was growing roots, which I didn't know was possible. So yeah, mint will find a way. So, and then here, this is just a tub of dirt that I've decided to start growing plants from, and as you can see, it is working so far. These are cucumbers that I'm growing for outside. Also, this thing here is also what I was growing, using to grow seeds from. This is a spinach. It's supposed to be for outside once it gets to a good point. The cucumbers, once they're established well enough to go outside, then I don't think will be eaten alive by squirrels. Once again, I apologize for the cuts from my coffee. Recently getting over a cold, so yeah. Anyway, once the cucumbers are good enough to go outside, they will, and then I might start some new seeds, depending on what I want to eat in the future. Apparently, February is the perfect time to start growing cucumbers here in Florida. February into March. Anything later than that, and they won't survive this summer. So yeah, I love cucumbers, so hopefully these are good cucumbers. I don't really know the differences in the different kinds of cucumbers and whatnot, but they mostly taste the same, right? I originally picked up a package that had little spines on them, and I was like, I've never had a cucumber with spines on them. Maybe I have, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, that's the closet. Seems to be doing all right. Yeah.